Yo, what up, YouTube or J Life? We back with another video. For this video, we're gonna be reacting to British schools explain. Schoolyards coming back around. At least for the states, is already. For the United States, is already started. At least for some states. Some states start later on, like in September. Like where my state is, Louisiana, we started already. Some kids already going back. This the week of starting. I don't know when British schools start on, so guess I'm about to find out. But we on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Hope you're having a good day. Blessed, staying safe, and rough for the negativity. If y'all is going back to school, hope y'all enjoying your school. I love it. I'm glad I graduated, but y'all go get your education. Even though half the shit you about to learn in school, you're not going to use in life. But hey, yeah. Well, let's get to the video.
Hi, I'm Siobhan Thompson and this is Anglophenia. Now, many of the most beloved stories from the UK are set in schools, all the way from Tom Brown's School Days to Harry Potter and the History Boys. But the British school system is remarkably different from that in the US, so much so that it's often the first thing that Americans ask me to explain to them. So, here is the Cliff's Notes version of how the British school system works, but study up because there's going to be an exam at the end of the video.
I know the fuck you ain't give me no. I know the fuck she ain't give me no test. I've been graduated. I'm done taking tests.
Public schools and state schools. What Americans call private schools are called public schools in the UK, and what you call public schools, we call state schools. There are also...
Oh, that's already a big difference. Private schools, you got like paid to attend. So probably people with more income, they go to private schools. People go to private schools that don't have that much money, but you know, some people consider private schools better education than public schools. Me, I don't know. My nephew went to private school. It didn't turn him out being any better. Now he's back in public school. But I don't know. People consider private school more uppity. You know, uppity people. Public school consider, you know, yeah. I'm the public school. I learned what I needed to learn.
Some private schools that don't call themselves public schools, they call themselves private or independent schools. But most of the ones that Americans are thinking about, you know, where people live in a mansion and wear a very silly uniform, are called public schools. Got it? Most state schools these days are comprehensives, meaning that they accept students of every academic ability. But there was a system that's still in place in some areas of secondary modern and grammar schools. There, kids take a test at 11 to see what type of school they'll go to, the grammar schools being more academic and the secondary moderns more vocational. Church schools.
Why y'all schools sound like hell? Y'all school system suck. Is school fun in Britain? I guess if you grew up in it, it's fun to you. But somebody that's probably coming to it.
There's no separation of church and state in the UK, so many schools, both state and public, are church schools. Oddly, this doesn't translate into later church attendance, which is much lower in the UK than in the US.
Yeah. We got like Christian schools, Christian academies. You know, people that's... I don't know why they got Christian. We got a Christian school in my city. But to tell you the truth, I think at some point like they go to church. I don't know too much about Christian schools. I never had to go to them.
Sort of like how most people don't use algebra after the age of 18, I guess.
Nobody.
Uniforms. Pretty much all schools have some kind of uniform, ranging from a school jumper all the way up to the white tie and tails that they wear at Eton. The idea behind it is to create a sense of identity and school pride. See?
In the States, it's like that too. Some schools got uniforms. I guess it depends on what state you're going to. Then some schools don't have uniforms. You can wear, well, not what you want, but if it's nice, you can wear what you want. You know, you can wear jeans and a t-shirt in some schools. Private schools, they got uniforms. You know, like private British, you got to wear the tie and all that. Public schools, you don't got to wear the tie. You can just, it's a collar shirt, shorts, khaki shorts or pants. You know, the colors of the shirts depends on what color of schools you go, the school colors and all that. That's really it. I guess the uniforms probably like take away the individualism from it, and probably the way to save money too. Probably wearing a uniform, because if you're wearing like different clothes every day, you gotta keep up with somebody that dressed nicer than you. Then you know the student that got the less amount of money don't look as nice as the other person. So if uniforms will break that. All y'all equal in some way. Some people still might have nicer clothes and uniforms than the other ones.
Still fits.
Almost had an aneurysm trying to get that in.
Prefects. In British schools, older students can be chosen to be prefects. Being a prefect sounds super cool, but in reality it mostly entails policing the lunch line and stopping the younger kids from hitting each other. You do get a cool badge though, so that's something. Most schools also have a head boy and a head girl who attend school council meetings and give a speech at prize giving at the end of the year. Oh, prize giving is the closest thing that we have to a graduation ceremony. Exams.
For real? What y'all like? How y'all age go? In states, some schools like 9th grade to 12th grade, like 6th grade to 8th, you know, kindergarten to 5th grade. They changed them, these like it's kindergarten to 3rd, 4th to like 6th. Some schools changed them since I grew up, but how y'all's work out? As you probably gonna explain, I don't know.
National exams are a huge part of the British school experience. It's all very simple. You take GCSEs at 16 and then A-levels at 18, which are kind of like AP exams, but different. Also, in Scotland they study for Highers instead of A-levels, and GCSEs used to be called O-levels. Also, AS levels happen in the middle of A-levels. Look, it's just, this is the most complicated bit, I promise. Rivet.
I guess in 4th grade you take a leap test, 8th grade you take a leap test. That'll leap you to the next grade. I guess it's just to see where you at. If you pass the class and fail that test, you get a chance to retake that test, and if you don't pass the test, you fail that thing. 10th grade they used to have a GEE, they got rid of that. I don't know how it is in some states. My states they got rid of that. And yeah, that's it. When you
Vision. This is
you gotta take a test to go to college. Not go to college, but you got like an ACT test. Depending on your score, depending on what college you could go to, like your GPA and your ACT depends on how good of a college you can go to. So, like, if I have a 2.0 in my ACT at 18, I could go to a school that could accept an 18. But, yeah, I probably could do better explaining it.
It's just what we call studying for exams. It's not a biggie, just a lot of people seem confused about it. Juniors and seniors. Instead of the American system of elementary school, middle school and so on, most British schools are divided into juniors and seniors. Junior school, also called primary school, is for 4 to 11-year-olds, and senior school is for 11 to 18-year-olds. At some public schools they divide it up a little differently. They have pre-prep from 4 to 7, prep from 7 to 13, and then senior from 13 to 18. Sixth form. The last 2 years of school is called the sixth form, divided into the lower sixth and upper sixth. The name is a hangover from a previous, more complicated system of naming classes which has stuck around for some reason. In many schools, sixth formers are given a lot more freedom than the other students, often being allowed to wear their own clothes instead of school uniform. Cool. University. You apply to do a single subject at British universities and only study that one thing. No maths or language requirements or any of that other stuff that you have to do at American colleges. Bachelor's degrees generally take 3 years, and you know what, let's just cover this in another.
It's like that in college. You go to college, you taking useless classes. You go to a 4-year college. You're not gonna get into your degree to the the second year, third year. After the first 2 years, you taking dumbass classes, English 1, English 2. You taking math. You're not even getting into your major until your junior year. It's just a way to get more money out you, so.
Video, it's very complicated. So there we go. Are there any things about British schools that you have questions about? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Also, if you have any other questions about British culture, you can tweet us at Anglophenia, and maybe your topic will be covered in another video.
Yeah, alright. That was British schools explained. It is really it's not completely different, but it is different from US schools in a lot of ways. Well, the educational ways. But I don't know, like, inside the classes, how they explain everything. But hey, we're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Hope y'all enjoy the reaction. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. We out. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.